All right, so one of the ways that we can start to visualize where something is going to go over top of this is going to be to kind of turn it over. So if I turn this thing over like that, I can start to see how one of the next levels might relate to it. So for example, if I'm holding this thing here and I want this level to come out this direction, right, sort of out this way, when I turn it over, I know that that piece has to come over this way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, utilizing that piece folded over, I'm going to kind of create I'm trying to create this element that comes out sort of like that. All right, so let me draw that. All right, so there's that next piece, and it's going to attach to this one like that. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut that out. Oops. Jesus. All right, so this will flip over like that. And now I see where the two pieces sort of end up in relationship to each other. Okay, so you can see, and let me go ahead and get a piece of tape and put these together. All right, so there is the second piece. Okay, so if I hold this next to this one, right, you can see that I now have to go down, right, and I have to create a fold that goes back. So I still have this wall and this floor level to do. All right, so in regards to that wall, I'm going to use the same basic dimension that I had there before. All right, and it's going to come off of here. So now I could take this whole thing, right, and sort of tilt it. How many minutes are we at?
3.
So in this particular case, I'm going to try and tilt it back towards the floor. So that direction. I'm going to use that same distance. I can measure it from here. About 3/4 of an inch. So there's the next piece. I got a question for you. If I wanted to create one of these that has an angled roof, which pattern would you guys look at? Nope, C does not have an angled roof. What's that? D, yes. Well, actually, D or E, either one, but D probably would be one that you could look at. All right, so that's going to attach right there. All right, and then finally, I just have the last element that I have to do that I want to go that direction. Now that's where it gets a little bit tricky because now you can no longer kind of keep flipping this thing around. You can sort of do it. If I want that floor to come over this direction, say I want it to cross here, and get it to come out to about there. So you guys see how that's going to cross? Let me draw it in ink so that that thing sees it. Okay, so here goes. And you notice that in doing this Frankenstein technique, it was very similar to what you did when we did the sort of initial form for the polygonal and triangulated forms. You make the decision of what an adjacent shape is going to be like based on the direction you want it to go. Here's the final piece. All right, how many minutes are we at?
7.
All right, flip that over. All right, so first things first, right? Let's take a look at this as a shape compared to this as a strip. There's a long bottom, there's kind of a tall wall, there's kind of a medium shaped level, then there's a short wall, and then there's one more piece. This one happens to be very long, okay? So it folds up the same way that that one does, so it kind of comes around like that. And it looks like it's going to conflict. No, it'll work. And so there is the finalized form. Okay. I'll try and glue this and see if it'll sort of stay, and you guys can compare it to the first one. My glue's in there. How many minutes are we at?
8.
So I'll try and see what I can do with this. Uh-oh. That's not going to work anymore. All right, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to let you guys kind of take it from here. So I'm going to try and glue this up while you guys are working on yours. As a matter of fact, I'm going to shorten this one up a little because it's too long. It's getting too close to the other thing, so I'm just going to shorten it up a little bit. Okay? But your task right now is to hybridize, right, your A3 or A2, right, with F. Okay? Any questions? I will glue mine up and have it available here for you to look at. Okay? All right, stop the video.